All right, we're now joined by our resident analyst, Clive Ramathibela-Smith, to unpack the story regarding entrepreneurship. Now, thank you, Clive, for coming through to join us. As always, you know, we've spoken a lot about entrepreneurship quite extensively in the last week, but what comes out most important does seem to be the entrepreneur's mindset. I think let's dwell on that. Tell us a bit about that.
I mean, you know, we came out of the Global Entrepreneurship Week last week, when we were anticipating that a lot more younger people would be there. I still saw the same old people there trying to... I was very disappointed, to be honest with you. But what I seem to understand now about the African continent and what we expect out of the entrepreneurs that we have here is the difference in thinking. We need to shift and change from colonial type thinking, from the reversed type of mindset that you need capital to start a business, that without money you can't make money. Those are just theories now. They're not actually things that take place. So the question is, are entrepreneurs thinking collaterally? Are they moving outside the box to make sure that their business that they're supporting, their business that they want to go into, they can actually establish without needing a lot of capital to start off with? And that's where we need to be going.
Now, you know, how can an entrepreneur determine if they are left or right brain thinkers? I mean, I know it's a rather odd question, but how important really is that as well?
Yeah, well, the first thing is to define what it is to be left brain thinker or to be right hand thinker. And the most important thing is to remember that anything you do with your left seems to be like intelligent, and anything you do with your right seems to be more like creative. So when you talk about things that you do on the left hand side, you've got entrepreneurs that are actually good administrators. They can actually apply the principles, and they can understand the logistics, they can understand how to get themselves around business. However, if they don't become creative, which is what the right brain does, which is coming up with colors, coming up with ideas, psychology that is different about how to actually influence your mindset. You know, that's where marketing comes in. That's where strategy comes in, to make sure that you tap into the right type of market. These two need to merge. I don't believe that you just have to have one of the two. I think you need to have both so that your business can be successful. However, what we've learned now is that most entrepreneurs are strong on the left and rather not on the right-hand side.
I mean, you can look at it both ways in terms of being street smart and book smart. I mean, how would you be able to merge the two to work effectively for you being an entrepreneur?
It's very difficult. I'll tell you why. Firstly, you have to get some sort of experience in whatever it is you want to start up. Yeah. So all of a sudden, you are already taking away 3 years, which you need to put aside either to do the practical thing that you need to do, or the literacy side, which is learning and knowing about the basics of that business. So immediately, if you become an entrepreneur, you can't just have one line of thought. You have to have both. You have to use a dual effective way, or what we call in the business sector a multidisciplinary effect of a business. And that's when you become not one-sided. You become both-sided, or even sometimes three-sided. I like to put in the three because it makes it much better, because as an equilibrium, you can't just have marketing, you can't just have sales, you need to have administration as well. So marketing, sales, and administration, and that's how you build a strong business.
But I mean, having said all that, is it possible, though, for entrepreneurs or potential entrepreneurs to really train themselves to have a balanced brain, you know, for success? I mean, the brain you have is the brain you have.
No, the idea is not to be everything in the be-all. Yeah. And that's what people miss the point. The idea is to encourage or have people around you that can actually help you to get there. Right. Because sometimes you're good with administration, and that's actually what you know. But you know that you want to be an entrepreneur, and that's your strong point. Get somebody then who's going to be a partner, who's going to be helping you to understand the marketing side of the business. Get somebody then who knows how to sell the business, the concept, the strategy to other clients, so that they understand it. So you don't have to be sitting and having a multiple of understandings. You need to have the right people to actually translate that into business. So entrepreneurs, the biggest mistake they make is because they want everything to be their own. They want to keep it close to heart because it's my business. I started it. It's my thing. No, it's not your thing. If you want to be an entrepreneur, entrepreneurial, you need to start learning how to share. And part of learning how to share is sharing responsibilities that you're not strong at, so that you give other people opportunities so that can help you to build this business. And I hope that this is what Africans will be doing going forward, instead of having a single-minded thought and simply because I'm making R2 a month, that's what I'm going to keep making for the rest of my life. If you can create a platform for other people to plug in so that they can create your business, then you'll be a much better entrepreneur and you can do much better for the rest of the African continent.